you obviously have had a very successful career in corporate and tech and then founded your own business, but also have been an investor, have been a mentor, and you still decided to participate in Endeavor Lab, which is our earliest stage initiative. And I admire that so much, that desire to learn and continuously improve. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, what does learning mean to you, and what was the Endeavor Lab experience like, and why did you think you could benefit from that as well?
Cool. Yeah. So something that I've learned is that, it doesn't matter if you look at my experience and, I'm not the typical entrepreneur. Like, I'm not the typical, like, I don't know, 26-year-old, 30-year-old
Is there
millennial.
such a thing as a typical entrepreneur, is what
Maybe it's an stereotypical
I think so.
entrepreneur.
I think
Maybe that's it, right? But meaning that, I'm coming from like a very well-established corporate career. And you might find people with like very strong corporate careers that then jump into something else, but it's not that common as someone that, has had maybe a shorter professional career and then they jump, or they are just entrepreneurs from the get-go, right? And you would think, well, you have like 20 years of professional career, and I've also invested, like I work with startups all the time. And you would think that why would you like join a program that is also for like beginners, right? Like I was saying,
don't you know everything that there is to know?
but like something that I realized like a long time ago is that you know nothing. Like literally, it's just for me being a full-time entrepreneur with like my own company that I had to like pivot and change. It was something new.
Yeah.
And there's so much to learn. So I think that you can never take for granted that what you know is all you need to know to start with. And that's how I approach things. It's just like, listen, even if I go there, right, and I know it all, which I always doubted, right? I know it all. For sure, I'm going to meet very interesting people. And for sure, at least I'm going to learn from other people's experiences, right? So at least you're gonna get that, and that is absolutely priceless from my point of view. But also I learned a lot, but I also learned a lot because I approached this program with like complete open mind and a blank slate, and I don't care about what I know. Like I come here and I'm like, I'll absorb everything you're telling me. If it's something that I've already tried before, great, because you are reinforcing that what I know is still useful and valid in the world today. And maybe you teach me something that is completely new, and I'll say, okay, great. What I knew today or what I knew yesterday is just not relevant today. I'll just scratch that and learn something new. And I think that it's very important to always stay updated, always stay humble, and always stay learning. And you can learn a lot from someone that is 23 years old and just started their business, and you can learn a lot from someone that is on their like fifth, startup. But again, I need to match my level. And my level is that I'm a startup that is small, that is new, that is pre-revenue. And that is my status today. So I match what I am, and I'm there. I'm not in this startup super whatever, these unicorns. I want to be there. I'm not there yet. So it doesn't matter. Like, it's just like, this is where I am. And if I'm here, for sure there are a lot of things that I need to learn. So that is my approach in general, and that was definitely my approach coming to Endeavor Lab. In fact, like I was honored to be part of the program. You know what I mean? Like I celebrated. Like I told everyone, like, I can't wait to select that. Yes, we're gonna be there. So I was like super happy. And yeah, like, I mean, if there's someone that believes that knows it all, I'm really sorry for that person. Like literally. And you can learn from anything. You can learn from anyone. And anyone around you can be your mentor, right? And I found great mentors on Endeavor Lab. All the entrepreneurs that work with me, that now they're my mentors, or friends, are people that are going through the same things that you're going to. They're my catharsis, buddies. So yeah, highly recommend that. And it doesn't matter what you've done before. Like, you're here to learn, and you always find opportunities to learn a program like this.
Wow. Yeah, it's just, I wish everyone had that outlook on life. I think the world in general would be a much better place.